So here it is, almost Christmas. Everybody has a wish list, I guess. Funny, I have a couple of grandchildren that they're both 7 years old, and they sent Grandpa a list of things they'd like to have for Christmas. That's understandable. You know, as a child, that's what it was all about to me. Was, what do I want for Christmas? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I know that there's a deeper meaning to Christmas that most kids don't know about, or I should say a lot of kids don't know about. In fact, a lot of adults know nothing about it either, which is kind of sad because it's a very special time. If you're Christian, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I certainly don't have a religious channel, so I'm not going to get into that. But, you know, I do want to talk about this wish list a little bit that people get. And it's not just at Christmas time that they get that wish list either. You know, we all have things that we desire, things that we want in life. That's okay. I mean, without that, there would be no drive to improve our situation or our finances or our relationships. You know, there would be no drive to improve upon that if we, you know, didn't have any desires. I don't have everything that I want, but I want everything I have. There's a difference. There's a difference between having what you want and wanting what you have. If you have everything you want, then you want for nothing. And I think we all have wants. Sometimes we get mixed up and call them needs. All my needs are provided for. Again, I don't have a religious channel, but that comes straight from God. God provides all my needs. Having what you want is kind of a basic human thing. You know, like for example, let's say you didn't have a car. Well, more than likely, unless you live in a city where public transportation is extremely organized and useful, then you probably want a car. But of those of you who already have a car, do you like it? Or would you prefer a better car? A different car? A different color? A lot of times we tend to take what we have and not really want it anymore. Having gratitude for what we already possess, whether it be tangible or not, but having gratitude for what we already possess is very freeing. Like I said, I don't have everything I want, but I want everything that I have. Now let me pose a question to you. If you don't want everything you have, what the hell are you doing with it? Get rid of it. I don't have everything I want, but I want everything that I have. Everything that I didn't want that I had, I got rid of it, man. Why hang on to something you don't want, right? So what that does is it kind of narrows it down. No longer do I have all these wants because I want what I have. I have gratitude for those things that I already have. And I don't have to be so like freaked out about, you know, I want this or I want that. Wanting what you have is completely different than having what you want. And I think that's key in a world of materialism and all of that. but it's certainly key in providing happiness in my daily life. So consider for a moment the amount of energy that we put into having what we want. If we were to dispense half the amount of energy in having what we want into wanting what we have, I think we'd be happier. If you want something bad enough, and there's a difference between I'd like to have something, I'd like to have a Corvette, like about a 67 Corvette. I'd like to have one. But unless I really want one, I'm not going to put forth the energy that it takes and the money that it takes to do it. I'd like to have one, but I'm not willing to go through what it takes to get one and own one. And the problem too is, in this materialistic society, a lot of times, let's say I got that Corvette, within a couple of weeks I'm complaining about the gas mileage that I get, or Joe Schmo down the street's got a nicer car than me. And that's something that I guess it's human nature. Rather than staying positive and grateful for what we already possess, it's always like, well, that one's better, so I want to get that one now. But there's a lot of energy that's put forth in obtaining what we want. And if there was a way to derail that energy and get that energy focused on wanting what we already have, it'd be a better place. The sun just peaked over the horizon. So it turns out that it actually takes less energy and provides more happiness to want what I have rather than having what I want. Having what you want is great, but wanting what you have is greater. There's power in that. There's happiness in that. There's gratitude in that. There's happiness. Have a happy day.